Yeah. So Daisy Ridley stars as the accomplished swimmer who was born to immigrant parents in New York City in 1905. Through the steadfast support of her older sister and supportive trainers, she overcame adversity and the animosity of a
Yeah.
patriarchal society to rise through the ranks of the Olympic swimming team and complete the staggering achievement, a 21-mile trek from France to England. Young Woman and the
Hmm.
Sea, which also stars Tilda okay, so it stars all of these people, is directed by
Hmm.
that guy and written by this person based on the book Young Woman and the Sea, How Trudy Ederle Conquered the English Channel Inspired the World by Glenn Stout. And then there are the producers. So Young Woman and the Sea will open in select theaters May 31st, 2024. So you can definitely see why Disney would be interested in this. They are very, very, very always interested in anything having to do with accomplishment of women and talking about how the patriarchy is destroying the world and men are bad and evil. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
They openly talk about it in interviews and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any thoughts? I'm sorry. The thing is that I know the story,
Yeah.
and I actually love. Forget about the book. I actually love the idea of the story. Like I've
Yeah.
watched interviews and read things about this person, and it's an
Yeah.
inspiring story. It's just I don't have
The
faith
problem,
in Disney.
it's
Yeah.
based on a true. When it says it's based on a true story, they take liberty and
Yeah.
they put stuff in there that what was who wrote the Lord of the Rings wrote that
Peter
was
Jackson. J.R. Tolkien. Excuse me.
Tolkien. So they did they did think about Tolkien and it made him out in like he was a homosexual and his family was like that's what are you saying? This is not true. So it's like licensed to add things to it that just somehow like it's true, mostly true, So I mean, I'm not saying not to see the movie. I'd be very interested to see it because I love when people have been able to achieve things like that and to get 21 miles across the English Channel is quite a feat for anyone to do, and that takes a lot of intestinal fortitude, a lot of heart to do that, and I think she did it because it's there, and and being a woman, that's wonderful. I don't care if she's a woman or a man. Anybody swims. For me, to swim a mile, I'm pretty impressed because I can swim, but I don't practice swimming.
That's a long way. Yeah, that's true.
I could do it with the floaty. First to go across the English Channel with a duck floaty.
There you go.
Like
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I completely agree with you. I actually think that a lot of the narrative that's put into some of these movies about real characters is disappointing because, like, you might have a female character who did a great thing and, like one day, okay, so I'm gonna have one day they're gonna make a documentary or a movie like this about Judge Judy because she's such an iconic woman. And I'm gonna and when it comes out, I'm gonna be old enough to remember that my children are playing behind me very loudly. And when that happens, I'm gonna be the one guy who's like, I'm old enough to remember when Judge Judy came out and did an interview, and she said that feminism never helped her. The feminist movement never helped her. She actually said that outright. She said, the feminism and feminist movement has never helped me. I always just worked hard and got there. And when you have a woman and you say, oh, it's a woman, so let's talk about the patriarchy. You go, why don't we just talk about this amazing woman?
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. I just hope that, and my point is, I hope that everything they say is true, and I hope that they do everything tastefully and stay true to what actually happened. That's the whole big thing. If she actually did have problems with men trying to block her way and doing certain things, good, tell us, because we need that to be told. A lot of times I've seen though where it happened a little differently than what they put in, and they change it just a little bit they change it a little bit for the narrative.